Hello and welcome to the Garden Gurus. I'm Trevor Cochrane. We're back for our second episode of the spring series and we're taking you into one of my favourite gardens in the world. I think this is the best garden I've visited anywhere on the planet. Now, we had to travel all the way to Korea and we've gone south off the peninsula to Jeju Island to the Spirited Garden. I'll show you this a bit later on in today's show. Here's what's coming up. Spring marks the start of the growing season in Australia and it's the perfect time to get your lawn ready for the long hot summer ahead. And we share the secrets to getting your native plants performing at their best.
Dig, 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 dig in the ground. I got my spade, I got my hoe, I got my rake, and I'm ready to go.
A beautiful, well-maintained lawn is a real showpiece for your home and garden. And with the right lawn care program, it's not that hard to get the rub of the green. Good mowing practice is essential. Most of us have a warm season grass, cooch, kikuyu, or a buffalo variety. These are active during the warmer months and in summer need mowing once a week or more, especially if you want the velvet look. In winter, it's much less, maybe monthly, depending on your location and growing conditions. If you've got a shade-tolerant buffalo like Sir Walter, keep it longer in the shade for better photosynthesis. It goes without saying, the good mowing equipment is a must. If your lawn gets too thick and spongy, it's due to a build-up of thatch, which is old lawn clippings and vegetation sitting on top of the soil just under the leaves. Now, this layer prevents air and water getting into the soil and can lead to difficult and uneven mowing. Now, you can fix it with scarifying, but scarifying has to be done at the right time of year where the lawn is actively growing and the soil temperature is at least 15 degrees. You can use a rake, you can hire a scarifying machine, or you can set the mower really low and pick up all of that debris, which will be significant. And then it's really important to follow up with fertilising and lots of water, and your lawn should be back to normal in 2 or 3 weeks. Compaction is another common problem due to wear and tear, preventing essential air and water penetration and the onset of some weeds. Aeration is the key. Small areas can be done with a garden fork or use a spiked roller or coring machine that you can hire. Follow this up with top dressing using river sand or a high sand content top dressing soil mix. Use a fertiliser every 6 weeks through the growing season, spring, summer and autumn. And there's no harm in mixing it up a bit. You can use organics, synthetics, slow release and fast acting liquids. Now back off in winter, but by all means, keep up the sea salt just to maintain that healthy immune system.
Whether you have vegetables, flowers or ornamental plants and shrubs, all these plants can be attacked by various pesky bugs, which can quickly destroy your hard work, leaving you disappointed. There are 2 main types, chewing and sucking insects. Sucking insects include varieties such as, aphids, mealybugs, thrips and whitefly. And they suck on the sap, depleting the plant of energy, causing symptoms like leaf distortion, leaf curling, yellowing, and in severe cases, death of the plant. Chewing pests like caterpillars and grasshoppers chew through leaves, stems and buds, literally overnight. Not something that you want to wake up to the next morning. Now, you want to get on top of these pests before they multiply and take over your whole garden. Now, the good news is there is a fast action solution that controls both the chewers and the suckers in one. It's new, it's called Baythroid Advanced Insect Killer for Gardens, and it is your multi-pest control solution. The highly concentrated 50ml bottle makes up to 125 litres of spray. Easy to use, it comes with an applicator syringe, allowing you to measure the exact dose needed directly into your sprayer, which will cover large gardens easily. Baythroid Advanced Insect Killer for Gardens is a fast-action, highly effective insecticide that provides fast control of a wide range of chewing and sucking insects. As well as aphids and caterpillars, Baythroid Advanced will also control mealybugs, whiteflies, thrips, lacebug, passion vine hopper, garden weevils, and also destructive grasshoppers on ornamental plants. Now that's covering a lot of pests. Now, I don't like to brag about my garden. Actually, I do. I've got some really unusual fruit growing in it, and this has to be one of the more unusual. If you've ever been to Vietnam or Malaysia, you've probably tried dragon fruit, and that's what this is. You can see this was the original flower. It is, of course, a cacti. The fruit itself is absolutely spectacular, beautiful pink colour, but this particular one's quite different to a lot of the varieties that you'd normally try. This one is a purple form. Now, normally you'd get a white one, but this purple one is just spectacular on the inside, and it tastes amazing. Look at that colour. Now, the good thing about this is you can grow this in most parts of Australia easily. It's just another brilliant plant that we can grow in our own home backyards.
We can all agree that weather plays a huge role in what we like to do, wear and get up to in the garden. And keen gardeners like my dad love being outside whenever possible. And a weather station is a great Father's Day gift for him. This is the Holman Professional iWeather Station. This system will gather data, and once it's been collected, it will then transmit it wirelessly to a pad. This station will do the job of telling you the weather from humidity, wind direction, wind speeds, indoor and outdoor temperatures, barometric pressure, and its history, so you can see the trends in its predictive measure. It's super quick and easy to put everything together. It only takes a few minutes, and it will all be locked and secured into place. When choosing a position in the garden, find a good high vantage point with no obstructions. If you're looking for a fun garden tool or a Father's Day present, check out the iWeather Station. It will give you all the latest news about the weather.
We've all experienced increases to our power in recent years, and for some people, the shock they get when opening their bill can cause serious stress and angst, especially if times are tight. Reducing your energy consumption and monitoring your usage patterns will help keep costs down and lessen the bill shock pain. A great way to reduce this pain is to improve your home's energy efficiency. You'll be making a big difference to your household budget, plus doing your bit for the planet. With electric hot water heating accounting for about a quarter of the average home's energy consumption, installing a solar hot water system and getting your water heated by the sun for free makes sense. Adding solar power and battery storage to your home and getting energy free from the sun will help you save even more. Investing in solar technology is a big decision, and the best place to start is with a free on-site assessment from a trusted Solar Heart representative. So, Paul, when you do your solar assessment, what do you look for?
There's a number of factors we look at. Local weather conditions, number of people in the house, number of bathrooms, current hot water system, and the aspect in which the house faces, the direction.
And what happens after that?
We'll sit down with the customer, review their energy bills. From there, identify how much the customer's expecting to save. We've got this really cool tool, the Solar Heart Savings Estimator. It allows us to identify, I guess, how much from the initial outlay to the amount they can save.
And is solar a good investment?
Absolutely. Obviously, there's a number of factors that contribute to the saving, but the best way to achieve the right tailored solution is through a face-to-face consultation. On top of that, we offer interest-free finance, which helps with the initial outlay.
If you're looking for a way to reduce your energy costs, Solar Heart can show you the right combination of these technologies that best suit your needs and budget. Harnessing your energy free from the sun, it really is the logical thing to do to help reduce your energy bills.
It's time to get out the lawn food. But don't just pull anything off the shelf. Look for something that takes care of your lawn from top to bottom. Treforte Fertiliser does just that. It contains a slow-release fertiliser that delivers all the right nutrients to your lawn over a period of about 3 to 4 months, so you get a slow and continuous greening of your lawn. There's also over 60 natural minerals in here. And it's packed full of beneficial soil microbes. You can't see them, but these little wonders are vital for improving and maintaining soil health. And that's the secret to a lush, healthy lawn. Some of the microbes also eat their way through thatch. Now that's that layer of dead organic material that accumulates in and around the grass roots. And when thatch gets too thick, it can actually stop water and nutrients from penetrating the grass roots. But to hungry microbes, thatch is dinner. Simply sprinkle the tiny granules over the lawn and water them in to get those microbes working in the soil. Apply it 3 times a year for a lush green lawn that your neighbours will envy. In its heyday in the 1930s and 40s, the Heidi Museum of Modern Art was an artist's retreat. So it was a place where some of Australia's most renowned artists, like Sidney Nolan and Albert Tucker, could come together to create and paint in a beautiful, nurturing environment. Today it's a place that celebrates both gardens and art. So for more beautiful places like this and gorgeous gardens, join us after the break.
When we talk about growing Australian native plants at home, usually to save water and to have the beauty of them, more often than not, the varieties that we buy in the garden centre don't actually originate from the areas we come from. You should be looking, particularly if you're wanting to save water, for varieties that are endemic to your local area. And a classic example would be the grevillea section of your local garden centre. It will have grevilleas that come from all over Australia, including northern New South Wales. And those varieties are what we know as tropical grevilleas. They get summer rainfall. In fact, they expect summer rainfall. So if you're growing them in Adelaide or in Perth, you're actually going to need to supplement the water supply to get the best results out of them during the summer months. There is one thing, however, that all native plants enjoy. Australian plants have evolved in soils with very small amounts of nutrient, and they've sustained themselves that way for thousands of years. So applying regular fertilisers can be problematic for some species like banksias and grevilleas, which are phosphorus sensitive. So using the right fertilisers is very important for these plants. But what do you use? There are specialised fertilisers designed for certain plants, and with natives it's very important you choose carefully. Especially now as they're coming into flower, and in some cases they've just finished. This is a great time to give them a boost, and liquid is a good option. This is Power Feed. It's a unique mixture of liquid compost and humates that improve the soil structure, vitally important. But as far as fertiliser goes, well, it's got fish emulsion in it, boosted, most importantly, with trace elements. Now, what this does is just make sure that the plants take off and grow really strongly, something they need to get as far as a boost goes this time of the year. And best of all, when you apply it over the foliage and around the soil into the roots, it's taken in both ways. So you'll see an almost instant response. This one's easy. Simply mix the liquid into a watering can at the rate of about 10 mils per litre. Make sure you slosh it around, mixing it up, and then water over the foliage and soak the ground too. You do this every 2 weeks in spring. As the weather warms, extend it out to every month in summer and in autumn. Now the thing with this fertiliser is it's a liquid fertiliser and it's soluble immediately through the foliage and to the root system. And within a week, you can see the difference. There's a beautiful lustre of deep green to the foliage colour. And if you continually use it, you'll find the flowers are bigger and more robust. You just get amazing results. The most important thing though, is this has liquid humates and compost in it. So if you've got a heavy clay soil, or maybe you've got yourself a sandy soil, this will improve the soil structure. It helps hold moisture longer and it gets more microbial life going. Your plants are just healthier. This really is the all-round fertiliser that's got an organic base. It's safe and easy to use and actually delivers amazing results. And now is the time to be applying it. It's especially good with young native plants that are establishing.
When summer finally hits, the biggest job in the garden is looking after our plants, and this is done by general maintenance and extremely good watering. And if you're looking for a great Father's Day gift, a retractable hose is a great addition to the garden. The Holman retractable hose reel is kink resistant due to the reel's automatic layering mechanism when retracting and pulling. You won't need to worry about this hose running away from you, as it will stop in any position. And with a gentle tug, it will retract slowly and neatly. Another benefit of this system is that as the hose is tucked away, it is protected from the harsh sun. But when it's in use, the plastic has a heavy-duty UV resistance, so you can expect it to last a long time. These hose reels are available in 3 different lengths. This part of my garden has a lot of curves and hidden nooks, so I decided to use and install this 30-metre hose reel. The hose reels come already assembled. All you have to do is attach the wall bracket and position it in the garden. It also comes with this 7 multi-function watering gun. Now, it has all the classic settings like mist and shower, which are some of my favourites when using this type of water accessory.
I don't know about you, but I find it hard to find women's workwear that's comfortable, functional and feminine. So I was quite excited when I came across Garden Girl. It's a workwear collection that's designed by women for women. It was started by Swedish designer Petra Mason, whose passion for gardening sprouted into a full line of women's work clothes and tools. Now this international brand has made its way into Australian gardens, and it's all about style, quality and durability. So workwear isn't just the boys' domain any longer. No more oversized overalls and unflattering fits. Every stitch, seam and pocket is designed by women. There's even a high rise on the pants and elastic panels to keep you well covered when you're bending and stretching in the garden. From Garden Girl trousers to classic overalls, there's even rain and sun gear, hats, tools, gloves and garden accessories. So whatever the gear, Garden Girl makes it cute and comfortable.
Just cleaning off the old leaves here on the yuccas. Now be really careful when you're doing this, folks. Always wear eye protection because they are quite pointy and sharp at the end here, and if you get one of those in the eye, it's very uncomfortable. Plus, the edge of the leaf is quite sharp and it can cause a bit of light cutting on the skin. Now, these are elephantiapes. They're not too bad, but some of the species are really hard and sharp, and if you get that in the eye, whew, could be all over. So don't do it. Wear protection. After the break, more good tips on the Garden Gurus.
Every year Father's Day comes around and I never know what to get my dad because he seems to have a lot of things, but he loves being outside and in his garden so much he'll stay out until dusk. So what better Father's Day gift to give him? Garden lights. I have picked out these Holman garden lights which tick a few boxes for my dad right away, and the garden light controller is the key to this garden light party. Installation process is extremely easy because you can simply add and remove lights to the cables. Plug and socket safety system means there's no electrician required for installation. It syncs to your smartphone through the Holman app via Bluetooth. You can then control the light intensity, runtime, and with the RGB lights you can even choose the colour you desire. All the lights are made from a die-cast aluminium with a low-watt LED for a long-lived life, which will also allow for a low energy consumption. They have a high waterproof IP67 rating, which is extremely important, making them a great DIY for Dad.
The Spirited Garden is a 10-acre manicured landscape in the Asian style of gardening. Now, it's located on Jeju Island, which is off the southern tip of the Korean peninsula. The story behind it is truly incredible. Back in 1968, a 29-year-old, very ambitious Korean man by the name of Bum Young-sun came here and started building this garden. He has an obsession with trees unlike anybody I've ever met. He fell in love with bonsai as a young man. They're known as bunjai in Korea, and he dreamt of creating a garden where people could admire their beauty in a stunning natural setting. And he achieved that big time. It is so good to be back in the Spirited Garden and to see you again. You must feel so proud.
Thank you.
It's really nice to meet you again. I'm really happy to see you and hear that you love this garden. Even though it's hard work, I feel proud when I meet people who love this garden too.
What is the secret to growing beautiful bunjai like you have here?
It's important to love the garden. There are many hardships and difficulties that come when making a beautiful garden such as this, but love makes it easy.
There are so many beautiful bunjai here. Which ones are your favourites?
I often get this question from people, and every time I ask them, "Do you have a favourite child?" and they cannot answer. It is the same as I cannot choose between my trees.
This garden is so beautiful that people from all over the world appreciate it and come here, including world leaders. You've had very many famous world leaders come here, even from North Korea.
많습니다. 세계 각국에서 많고.
Yes, around 60,000 Chinese people have visited my garden. A lot of visitors come here from outside of Korea too. Some of these people are very famous. Many high-profile visitors from North Korea have also come to explore my garden. But my final dream is to exhibit it to people from all over the world.
반밖에 못 만들었는데 이제 반을 더 만들 거예요.
This is truly stunning. He's built the whole garden with his bare hands. And whilst there's been help along the way, it's his vision and drive that's seen this incredible creation evolve into something of true natural beauty. If you'd like to know anything more about the Spirited Garden or Jeju Island, simply visit our website and take one of the links, or you can check out photos of this beautiful garden, of course, on our Facebook page. Well, how good was today's show? I hope you enjoyed it. That's all we're going to show you from this part of the world. Jeju Island, the Spirited Garden here in South Korea, it's something you've got to come and see for yourself. And if you want to get any information from today's show, maybe you'd like to take some links to find out how to visit Korea, all you have to do, of course, is visit our website. Now, we've also got a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes shots from Jeju, and of course on all of our shoots around Australia as we're shooting the Garden Gurus. So become a friend on Facebook and have a look at those. I'm Trevor Cochrane. We'll see you next week for another great episode of the Garden Gurus right here on 9.